we are back. One of these Mita Unshackled here at Mita, where we're just cruising around and we're grabbing people who are here, and you never know who you run into in Mita. And there's so many interesting people. I've known about his business for a decade, but we never met. Which is totally crazy. Like, we're met for the first time in a decade, and I'm a huge proponent of medical. Introduce yourself, Jeff.
I'm Uncle Jeff, and I own Dr. Referrals in Tempe, the only Dr. Referrals worth coming to. We do the medical marijuana certifications, and though when we're recreational, if you're a smart connoisseur or whatever, you know that you'd save 16% in taxes alone by getting your cars.
Yeah, we're going to do a whole show on that. We're going to talk about all this whole aspect of it. Want to introduce our other guests? It's Abel, my favorite little social equity. I'm taller than you. But,
What do you mean? We're about the same height.
I'm 1.59.
5'9".
He takes some inches from me. But we know each other for about a year and a half now, since you started your journey. And I've been like a little bird that you talk to now and then. And where are you at? Able to tell us about who you are in your journey?
So I'm actually Abel Ochoa. I'm a part owner of Deeply Rooted over there in El Mirage. And this is my partner, Dianna, also my cousin, who is a part owner of Deeply Rooted as well.
Deanna, nice.
Abel, I never met Deanna.
Yeah, well, she's been a part of it since the get-go.
I'm out there, though. I'm
Yeah.
a little bit in the shadow. As we're both here trying to get this going. So happy to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. And I never really asked about your partners or your investors or where the $4,000, $5,000 came from or who's funding you. I just know you were like the guy.
Well, honestly, we're not being funded by anybody besides families.
Yeah.
We're not part of no social aid, no MSO. We didn't partner with anybody. We did this entire journey ourselves.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We found the location, our second location to our temporary location. Right now we're in a temporary location, which is right across the street from our main location. And just like how everybody knows, like we have a time limit, right? We had to open up that temporary location because of the time frame. So we are hoping to be open in our new location by, I want to say September, November. But we know how this industry goes.
But you're good to go on the time frame and everything.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're open. We've been open for about 4 weeks already.
So this is
Wow.
what's the address?
13713 North Main Street.
All right, that's a place to shop. You are a locally owned, mom and pop, social equity, family owned
Dispensary.
Yep.
Yes.
You are independent. You made it happen.
Small
You're doing the
business.
dream. You stuck to your guns. You did your thing.
Yes.
Yep.
That's awesome. I remember we've been chatting about this stuff for like a year and a half now, and he's like, "What do you think of that person? What do you think of this person?" I see him talking to all these people, and I'm like, I don't want to say anything because I don't.
I met them for the first time today,
I don't want to get involved in people's business.
Very cool.
Figured it out, though.
Hey, Demitri, I want to introduce my niece, Haley, the beautiful niece.
Does she work for Dr. Referrals?
She thinks she does.
Oh, yeah. Is she a patient?
She might be.
Yeah, she's with Bud Bros. We're going to do a whole show with you guys at Bud Bros over there and about Dr. Referral. But I wanted to, these are like two people that I haven't caught up in a while. I mean, this was like the social equity license. So this was like the dream come true.
Yes.
And it's happening for you guys. When did you
They're doing testing right
We
now.
actually opened up 4 weeks ago. On Monday.
That's 1 month.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
4 weeks ago yesterday.
Okay. And are you doing like manufacturing and cultivation as well?
No, so we don't have a cultivation at the moment right now. That is going to be our
That's
phase
your
2. Right now, our main goal was just to get retail open, just to kind of get the time clock off our back and kind of get it open. Now that we got it open, our main goal is to grow that, get a good dispensary going, and also get good quality product in there.
When was your grand opening? Why wasn't I invited?
We haven't hit a grand open.
We're waiting for the big spot.
We're waiting for the big spot.
Yeah,
for the big spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Right
just
now-
right across the street.
So it's right across the street.
Right across the street.
And you said you estimate the fall for the...
Yes. Fall is about the time that we're looking for it. One of the things that
Can we do Mita Unshackled at your grand opening?
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, because cookies, Alicia's with cookies and stuff. And we want to do Mita Unshackled there at that grand opening. But it was so
It was so
much. It was Yeah, and with her deal, she's kind of like they're running things, which is an okay model. I mean, she gets to chill. You have to sweat. And,
We do everything.
We do everything. Man.
yeah,
That's just
Nobody-
yeah, we're there every single day.
I see merit in both models. You bleed, you sweat, you don't sleep at night, you worry about everything, or you lease it out to somebody who can operate, and you let them do that, but you make a little bit less, and it's fine. They're both good models. And hers is a little different, and we love Cookies, and Cookies a good partner. So she was smart. She still controls 100% of her license, which is pretty cool too.
Nice, yeah.
I mean, one of the things that we like was the fact that we're a true social equity where we opened it up ourselves. We didn't partner with nobody, and that was the main goal behind the program,
To give back.
and to get back. So what are
We're
the
giving back to school. Everybody's starting to school. Get some backpacks, children's, full with equipment for them to have the first. So, community as well.
That's awesome. And so this deeply rooted house selection, is this your house brand? Is that?
So we actually are sourcing from good cultivators throughout the state of Arizona that have really good product, that are smaller groups out there, to really put our flower out there until we get our own cultivation. Once we get our own cultivation, then we're gonna bring out like our main flower brand, which is gonna be Desert Boys.
That's our Desert Boys.
Yes.
From California.
No.
Wait, that's from here.
Yeah.
Why do I know Desert Boys? How about
Because
Planting?
that's what the actual license is under.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So the license was the brand.
Yeah, so it's under Desert Boys, but we're doing business under Deeply Rooted for the dispensary. Until we get our own cultivations, that's when we want to actually bring our actual brand out for flower.
Okay, and here's one thing. I'm a little political. If I need to, I can sit down and wax philosophical policy, legislation, I think licensing, applications, regulations with everyone. Medical is so important. We need to maintain and keep the medical license. And the social equity licenses, you guys aren't technically allowed to sell medical.
No, I mean we're limited on the medical aspect. I mean, but we still want to take care of people that do have their medical, their patient cards.
Right.
So we do help them. We give them an extra discount on top of it.
Great.
But it does suck because sometimes we do have patients that come in that, hey, would you have this milligram in edible? Sorry, we're limited to this much because of this, which sucks because when people come in there, they're saying, hey, well, you're closer to us. Now I got to go somewhere else that's a little further. And it sucks.
So I think we should go back to the legislature and ask for you guys the medical rights in January.
We would love to.
Yeah, I mean,
For it.
right? Yeah. Are you with us on that? Can you get all the medical groups together?
Get it around.
You have to get your 40,000 viewers to do that, but
Yeah, maybe we should send out a email to our 40,000 person database and our 55,000 person consumer database about the importance of getting medical rights for the social equity license holders. We haven't done that. Did a little advocating, if you know.
Help us.
I did some advocating behind the scenes and just kind of like casually trying to get the right thing done. And I was shocked to find out there were people that would work directly against that.
they're lowering the price
yeah.
supposedly
Yes.
for veterans and things, and other patients.
Yeah, for the cards. Yeah.
They're
But they-
supposed to.
But there were people in this industry who claimed themselves to be cannabis industry people and lovers of the cannabis plant.
Opposite.
Oh, and then also people that were going to supposedly help out.
And then they went directly against allowing social equity license holders to also provide patients product as well. We're trying to get medical rights. See, you guys didn't even know about this battle that was happening in the legislature, and it's going to come again in
Okay.
January. Why? Because you guys are going to bring it up, or I'm going to bring it up,
We are.
or some other
I think we
person
do.
who wants to do the right thing is going to bring it up.
It's worth getting a card. I mean, they're good for 2 years.
Yeah.
Now,
And
and if they lower the price for the state,
That.
it's a bargain.
yeah, I thought I was a little angry earlier because something happened, but now I'm really angry because
Why?
because this kind of like injustice in regards to how the licensing structures work, it's just not fair.
It's not fair.
It's just not right. And ultimately, the only reason it wasn't corrected in the legislative session that I was involved in, because the greed of certain individuals didn't want it to be corrected, and that's just wrong. I mean, people out there claim to be part of this cannabis community, claim to love the cannabis plant, love the consumer, and love the patients,
They're the opposite.
but they'll fight to protect their little niche in the supply chain tooth and nail. And look, you know what? If you're going to do that, be transparent about that and let people know. Some people that say, okay, that's what I do, but it's not fair. It's not good economics. It's not good public policy. It's not good for the patients. It's not good for the cannabis industry, competition, innovation, everything else. You know, so now that you guys are open, hopefully, and I don't do this stuff much anymore. There's other groups like Normal that advocate the hell out of things, and I'm never going to say they're wrong, and I might jump in there actively and support them one day. Maybe not. I don't know. Depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah, we need you to lobby for us.
But I can chill. But I will. No. On top of that, I'm sorry, going off my soapbox here. Sorry, guys. This is my show. I'm going to talk about this.
Do what you
I will fight. You know, we're going to run a bill, and we're going to call it Abel. What's your last name?
Ochoa.
We're going to call it the Ochoa Amendment or the Ochoa Bill, and it's going to have two things. It's going to have zero tax for patients. And it's going to have medical rights for social equity license holders. And we're going to ask all the Democrats and all the Republicans to treat cannabis like medicine, to acknowledge that it's a medicine, to message it as a medicine, to put it out there so that patients get zero taxes, which they already do. They don't have to pay without use. But I'm talking about zero taxes.
I like
no
that.
TPT.
Okay.
The whole 5, 7, 8%, 9% thing, get rid of that thing entirely. Entirely. No. And then on top of that, make sure the social equity, 26 licenses out there, can serve patients too. Operate like everybody else. Who thinks I'm wrong?
mean,
Yeah. I mean, who thinks I'm wrong? Call me. Tell me I'm wrong. You know, but I'm not involved in these things. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. But maybe I will. I don't know. I'm hoping somebody else will just do the right thing and fix this.
We're going to send you down to the state senate.
I don't know.
Lobby for us.
I think I'll just hang out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It depends how upset I get. Don't come by my office because you're going to get me upset. And then I'm going to go freaking lobby. And then get myself in trouble. I'm going to start defending people. And I'm going to start fighting social justice. Damn you, Abel.
You go down to the senate and I'll bring your soapbox for you.
Well, why do you have to remind me of that shit?
Because it's still a problem.
All right. Okay. Great job. Fair enough. I know, but I'm I am a huge advocate of medical.
I like that.
You know, of therapeutic
It's more
value.
more responsible people.
The people that kept the social equity licenses from getting the medical rights, it wasn't the fuddy-duddies. It wasn't the moralists. It was people within this industry and lobbyists who lobbied against that. Industry members lobbied against that. Think about that, right? That chapped my hide, even though I wasn't actively involved in that. I'm probably going to get actively involved, especially if Abel keeps reminding me. Stop pushing me, man.
We're just trying to get a little piece of that we deserve.
Right.
You know what I mean? We just want a little piece. That's it.
No, it's all good. It's all good. That's okay. I'm not one to go into villages and flip over tables. I do that. No, I learned from my peers that model didn't work. You got to work with them and remind them why it's in their best interest to do the right thing and continue to make money off the market that exists inside and outside the temple, just adjusting a little bit so more people are included. I like that. Right? You're right. Right? You don't have to flip around the table. Yeah. See? Even he's excited. Anyways, Dr. Furl, we're going to do a whole show next time talking about all the cards and the costs, and we're going to do a whole assessment. And I want you to come back with some algorithms and mathematics as to how a patient uses this much could save this much money. I know you have it in your head.
I have it on my website too, Dr. Furl's Tempe.
So, hey, don't ruin the show. So we're going to come back and do that whole show because it's a good show and it's a solid show. So how much you will save, when, and why by Dr. Referral if you get your card costs. Yeah,
it's right on my website. Yeah,
that's my show. And we're going to be live at your social equity, at your license, at your dispensary, and we're going to have a good time. Meet Unshackled when your grand opening is sometime in October, November, December.
So we'll let you know.
Yeah, no, we'll make time when that's coming up.
And you let me know if anybody else is messing with you, okay?
Everybody's gonna try to mess with it, man. We're like, you guys are fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Come on now.
All right. How do people get in touch with you?
They could either go down to the shop or AZDP at on Instagram.
Deanna?
Matt says well.
Oh, but how do people get? Are you LinkedIn?
I would.
Yeah, LinkedIn and everything
Yes.
too.
Okay, well, we're going to do a whole podcast over at your grand opening. We'll interview your whole family. That'll be fun. Well, you won't have medical rights by then, but hopefully that time next year.
Fine. I'm talking about it.
So much work to be done. All right.
You're
This is-
telling me.
You guys go back to the network, continue building your
Yeah.
business,
You know.
and we will chat again soon, guys.
And we're
Thanks.
located on Broadway and Hardy.
They stop with you? I said, we're going to do all to their podcast. So, hey,
All
damn.
right, then.
I'll see you guys soon.